All right, music. One of the key things about music is learning about music notes. Now, what are music notes? Music notes are actually symbols that you'll see on a page to represent the sounds, and we have to start learning about these notes. So each of these notes has a number of beats that is assigned to it. So we're gonna do a little bit of music math, but don't worry if you aren't so good at math or you think you're not, don't worry, because music math is very easy. Miss Gutierrez is not the best at math, and if Miss Gutierrez can do it, you can do it too. All right, so we're gonna get started by learning about the longest note in music. The longest note. How many beats do you think the longest note in music would get? Some of you might have thought, oh, 50 beats, 500 beats. But no. The longest beat in music only gets 4 beats. And the longest note in music is called a whole note. And I'm gonna draw it for you right here. A whole note looks like an oval, okay? Like a hole, right? It's not bubbled in or anything like that. This is our whole note. And the whole note, the longest note in music, gets 4 beats. 4 beats. So can everybody repeat after me? Say, whole note, 4 beats. Very good. Now, the way we're going to count this whole note is not really by using numbers. You're gonna imagine the numbers in your head. So I'm gonna draw the numbers on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm going to put a parentheses around them because we're gonna think the numbers. We're not gonna say the numbers out loud. What we are going to say is the word ta, and we're gonna stretch it out for 4 beats. So the word ta, that's what we're gonna be using when we are clapping or saying our notes. Ta for a whole note. We're gonna clap it on the first beat and we're gonna stretch it out for the rest of the beats to equal 4, like this. Ta. Can you try that with me? Ready, go. Ta. And that is your whole note. So the next note we're going to learn is going to be smaller than the whole note because remember, the whole note is the longest note in music. And this one is gonna look a little different than the whole note. So I'm gonna start by drawing an oval kind of close to what the whole note looked like, but now I am adding a stick to it. We can call that a stem as well. This note is called the half note. Now, if it's smaller than the whole note, here's a hint of how to figure out how many beats it's worth. If the whole note is 4 beats, what do you think a half note would be worth? What is half of 4? 2, very good. You are smarty pants. 2 beats, okay? The half note is worth only 2 beats. And remember, we're going to think the numbers in our head, right? The numbers 1, 2. So I'm gonna write them again, but I'm putting them in parentheses because we're thinking them. But we're going to say out loud, ta-ah, because remember, we're stretching it out for 2 beats. So you're gonna clap it like this, ta-ah. Can you try it? Ready, go. Ta-ah. Very good. Now what do? How would you do 2 half notes back to back? How would you clap those with your ta? Well, you just go like this. Ta, ta, because there's 2 of them, right? All right, awesome. The next note we are going to learn looks like this. So we're drawing that oval again, but this time we're gonna color it in and we're adding that stem, that stick to it. This is your quarter note. Quarter note. Now the quarter note is shorter than the half note. So remember, the half note was 2 beats. The quarter note is shorter than the half note. So what could be less than 2? What's a number less than 2? 1. So the quarter note is 1 beat. And super easy, because all you have to do is clap it and call it ta. That's it. So what happens if you have 4 quarter notes in a row. So I'm gonna draw them here. How would we clap those and say those out loud? You'd go, ta, 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 right? Super easy. Okay. Next thing we're going to learn is not a note. This is a music symbol. I'm gonna first draw it on the board so you can see. If you wanna learn how to draw this symbol, you're drawing a letter Z and a C underneath it. That's how Miss Gutierrez learned how to draw it. This is called a rest. What is a rest? When you see a rest in music, that means it is a silent beat. It makes no sound. It's like all the sound is taking a rest and being silent. So when we see the rest, we're gonna go shh, because it means to be quiet, right? And this rest, this is a quarter rest, is only worth one silent beat. So when you see it, you just go shh one time. So now that we know all of these notes and this symbol, Miss Gutierrez is gonna put up some combinations, and I wanna see if you can say those combinations by clapping, or if there's a rest, remember we're gonna go shh. Here we go. All right, here is our first combination of our notes and our symbols. What do we have here? We have quarter note, rest, quarter note. Each one of these equals one beat each. Let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, shh, ta. One more time and ready, go. Ta, ta, shh, ta. Super easy, right? Okay, here is our next combination. We've got a half note. Remember, 2 beats, quarter note, 1 beat each. Do we remember how to do this? Let's see. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, ta. Remember, the 2 beats, you have to stretch it out. Let's put it all together one more time. Ready, go. Ta, ta, ta. Who remembers how to do the whole note? 1, 2, ready, go. Ta. Awesome. Remember, 4 beats for that whole note. Last combination for today, we've got quarter note, rest, rest. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, shh, shh. One more time, ready, go. Ta, ta, shh, shh. Awesome rhythm reading today.